Okay, well, this is a soft hackle bonefish fly. Now, the general rule is a light fly on a light bottom. Like in the Bahamas, they have that pink sand bottom, and a dark fly on a dark bottom. But I find I disregard it. It works on any kind of bottom, so it doesn't seem to matter. What's important is that you use the right weight. It's like nymphing. The most important thing with nymphing is get the fly down. And you can use this on a jig hook with a bead, or you can tie it with some tin. Don't use lead. Try to avoid using lead. It's toxic. But wrap some tin around. And I tie them up to size 8. They're really big bonefish, like big bonefish flies. And so it's all about the depth of the water. So this is a size 10 heavy jig hook. Make sure you got heavy jig hooks because these bonefish are awfully strong. And so I start out by tying I double the thread on here to avoid these dazzle eyes from spinning, okay? So you want to tie on a good base. So tie it tight. Go back like in an X pattern. And then when I finish it, I go around the eye like this. That tightens it up even more. And I use so make sure you put the head cement all in the bottom, all around it, to really glue it on, to avoid those eyes from spinning. Then I use on this fly, I would use probably a medium copper wire. Take it back to the end of the hook. I usually put a half hitch on there. Makes it easier to tie the pheasant tail. And then for this size, I'll probably use 8 barbels, something like that. Just a clump of them. And I pull them tight and down like this, and that evens the tips. So there's the tail. Bring it forward and tie your body. On a big fly like this, you make sure you use the center feathers of the pheasant, otherwise you're gonna not have enough to cover the whole hook. So I use a thorax of ice dub peacock. I counterwind the copper wire. It sort of strengthens the barbels. So these Hungarian partridge skins have got the gray feathers here, which are what you use for soft hackles. But for this fly, I used the brown feathers in the back here. They're longer. So we're going to use two hackle feathers. We're going to double the hackle. So strip the feather, hold the tip, pull it back like this, and I tie it from the tip, not from the other side. I don't know, I've always done it this way. Some people do it from the other way. So I'm going to tie another one on. And you can use really big feathers. What you're trying to achieve when you fish this fly, you let it land on the sand and then you give it a little strip, gets his attention, and if you want you can give little strips, but you want the hackle to pulsate like this, like a jellyfish almost. I've used this fly all over the world for bonefish and wherever there's bonefish, and it seems to really work. So I cut off the little base, and I take these feathers and hold them all back. And that's basically it. Again, tie them in different weights. That's what's really, really important. You'd probably catch a permit with this, but I've never tried it. But I actually did cast it at a permit, and he went for it, and then the bonefish got there first. Here it is.